To our next instructional video. Today I want to show you how to use your personal resources space to create courses and content and then add it into your units in your courses. So if I navigate into this folder, Unit 4, Creating Assignments and Assessments, you'll notice that it's actually empty. There's nothing in here. Now, if I can use the add materials and I can build things in here, and it's going to become immediately visible to students. If I don't want students to access this yet, I can either click on the gear here and I can say unpublish for all sections. Unpublish all. Now what this has done is it makes this folder invisible. So a student logging in will not actually be able to see this at all. However, I can still go in here and create and add whatever I want to create, but nothing in here will become visible for students until I actually republish this section for students. So that's one way that you can do it. I'm going to show you another way via your resources section. So I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to delete this folder. Alright, so this folder is now gone. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then 5. I'm going to navigate to my resources. Now your resources, this your personal one is a private space that just you have access to, where you can build all the same kind of content that you want to build. I have created a folder here, Unit 4, Creating Assignments and Assessments, and in here I actually have 3 assignments. Now these are now ready to be added to a course. So what I want to do is I select, if I have multiple courses, then I'll be able to select multiple ones. And then I want to go onto the gear and I can then choose to add it to a course. Now before I add it to a course, this little button here, Share in Public Resources. If you click this, it will make what you have created available to the public, to anybody to access. So be careful of clicking this button. It is quite close to the gear, so just watch out for that if you don't want something to be public. So we click on the gear, and now I'm going to say I want to add this folder as it is to a course. I click the course, and do I want to add it to one of my subfolders that already exist, or do I just want to add it into the home page? So I'm going to click none because I want it to be in that home page. I click add. It will now copy this folder and everything that is built inside of it directly into my courses. It keeps it in my home page, in my home resources folder, but it's now created a copy. So there it is. Okay, and remember, if you want to reorder stuff, you can just drag it to reorder it like this. So now when you open this up, there are your assignments that you've created. So everything is ready to go. Alright, so when we navigate back, one thing that you have to note now, once you have imported resources here, if you go back into your resources section and you now make changes to this here, it won't automatically change in the course. You're going to either have to delete it and re-add it again. So make sure you add things once you're ready to add it. Then that is available for you. Now, when you're in your course, this actually kind of works both ways. So let's say I have now created all these videos that you have watched. Now I want to use this again next year when new people join and they want to find out what's happening. So I'm going to click this gear icon and I'm going to say Save to Resources. So now, do I want to save it to a collection? Do I want to save it to a specific department? I'm going to save it to my personal collection, and I'm just going to say no folder. So I'm going to click Save a Copy. And now you've just kind of archived that for yourself. So if you go into your resources, it is there for next year or for next time this course runs, then you can just add it to a new course again. So you can either work in your resources or your courses, but be sure to make sure you know what you're copying where. Otherwise you might end up with multiple versions of things all over the place. We recommend that you build things in your resources and then add it to your course when it's ready to go. You can also build it in your group or your department resources. So if you are building a unit if you are building a grade 7 English language and literature unit, and you're adding your unit in here, and you can just drop this folder into the course that you're teaching. So we'd recommend you working in resources and then adding the content to your courses when you are ready.